Y'all put a weave on bitches.
I don't believe y'all bitches.
Put a sleeve on bitches.
Watch I want to sneeze on bitches. The Allen Iversons, though, I want to buy those again. I don't.
Triple double OG on bitches.
Questions. I need questions. I need answers. I need people to give me the chance to get a cigarette so I can enhance and get cancer. I don't understand what I'm saying. Welcome.
Everywhere I go, I need background dancers.
Background dancers. Shout out to my nigga Chancellor. He used to play for the Legion of Boom, Seahawks. Niggas that watch football know that nigga. He just... Welcome, niggas. And stop here. Wait for it. There's a green light. Yellow, red, stop. Okay, now go. Green. Well, welcome.
Give me the green light.
Welcome again, nigga.
Because I'm ready to go. You know what's funny? Speaking of that, before we get into the intros or whatever, something that... Welcome to the Watermelon vs. Pumpkin podcast. We are here. But to slide right into it, it's interesting how there can be songs, because when you just said green light, it made me think of Green Light, and it's a song by Flo Rida, Pitbull, and Lunch Money Lewis. Now, usually if I would ever say Flo Rida or Pitbull, it would be a laughable conversation, but they did the song Green Light. Give me the green light, because I'm ready to go. Oh, oh. Oh, yeah. And the only reason now that we used to make fun of that song, but now I enjoy the song, is because that was a theme song to WrestleMania, and to the WrestleMania that me and my boys went to, the first WrestleMania that I went to in Florida. So it's interesting how things can flip around once you're just like, man, that song blows. But now I hear the song, and sometimes I will seek out the song, and I actually saw them do the song live. Yes, I've seen Pitbull live for only one song, and it wasn't on purpose, but still. I'm telling you. It's interesting how those things can flip around in your mind where you're just like, man, that shit sucks. But now it's attached to a memory.
Listen, it changes everything. It's a game changer.
Come on, man.
And I think that's going to happen when people start realizing that Trump is a nice guy. Look at that. Did we lose a listener too? Like I don't know. I don't know if he's a nice guy. I don't know the fucking guy. He seems like a dick. Where are we going with this? WrestleMania brought it back to memories. We're bringing it back to you niggas to understand that it's all connected. It's just one web. There it is.
Give me the green light.
Green light. And it's funny because my green light thought song was fucking John Legend's. Give me the green light. With Andre.
Gotta step away from behind that piano.
You know what I mean? Andre 3000. Which is another good green light song. But you niggas just know what time it is. It's watermelons out here, right? And they're
Speaking of green,
yeah. Speaking of the green, it's the greens, it's watermelons. And there's a green stem on a pumpkin. You know,
true.
There's a green stem on a pumpkin. Versus pumpkin, man. That's an
and
orange. Dude.
How is it that? Oh, let's get let's hop in the submarine real quick, because we talk about the green watermelon. What they think of the watermelon is racial. They apply it to the black people like that. And then what is the most abused green on the pumpkin? What happens with that stem? Yo, don't grab it by the fucking stem. What do people do? All they do is grab by the stem.
Saying systematically the stem is
break,
the weakest.
And they're trying to break the black. Come on, man.
They feel as though they don't need it, so they cut us from the root. And then now it becomes what they feel as though is a weak point in society, so we got to remove it at any cost. I see what's going on here. I think I just dove into an abyss of happiness, of understanding, nigga.
We might take the podcast into a cult, but when the unity, eventually, yes, all of the cults turn into a sex cult, but still, we can start from a good place. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll take it to the sex cult stuff later.
Listen. And it's all going to be Colt 45s involved. And
Billy D.
His voice in the background playing at all times.
And Billy D just came out as gender fluid.
What? Wait.
Alexa, Billy D, tell me about him. Alexa, what are the news stories about Billy D. Williams? Oh, fuck me.
Oh,
I just
shit.
unplugged this joint.
That bitch.
We'll talk about
Billy.
Yeah,
well, Billy D. Williams, if y'all don't know, he's from back in the day. Real smooth brother from the 70s and the 60s.
He was, what was his character in Star Wars?
I forgot. I always say Boba Fett, but that's not it. He was a general something, I think.
We'll find out as soon as
Captain General something. He was the only black dude in there,
right?
As a bigger part. I mean, some background guys were, I think, scattered in there. But for the dominant roles, he had his as being like a snitch, but turned around to be a good guy.
What does it mean? Alexa, what are the new news stories on Billy Dee Williams?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Polygon.com, after 36 years, Billy Dee Williams returns as Lando Calrissian in Star Wars.
Lando Calrissian.
Now officially titled The Rise of Skywalker.
Alexa, did Billy Dee Williams come out as gender fluid?
This might answer your question. Billy Dee Williams is male.
Alexa, suck my dick. You ain't even do it like, I'm sorry, Alexa, I don't mean to be...
Here are your top Amazon deals.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. You're doing too much now. You're doing too much.
To suck my dick. Here's some Amazon deals.
Right. On throat motors with genuine silicone feel.
Billy Dee Williams can't do that. What do you mean? So he came out...
If you could real quick, Google it on your phone. He came out as gender fluid, which, to be honest with you, I don't even know the definition of. I almost feel like it's, from the limited knowledge that I have, it's one of those, like, some days you feel like a man, some days you feel like a woman. Almost like the Mounds and Almond Joy of the, sexual world.
Okay. So it just bounces around.
From what I understand, with my limited knowledge. What's it got on the stories over there?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3. Gender fluid, that's Billy Dee. Lando Calrissian.
Let's see what that. There we go. CBS News. 82-year-old Star Wars star Billy Dee Williams says he uses both male and female pronouns. Actor Billy Dee Williams recently sat down for an interview with Esquire, opened up about being cool, giving advice, and sharing part of himself he has not publicly spoken about. He uses both male and female pronouns when referring to himself. I never try to be anything except myself. He's 82.
82. Still looking slick.
Right. Interview, I think of myself as a relatively colorful character who doesn't take himself or herself too seriously. This is what he says. Later in the interview, Williams told the writer, I say myself and herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I'm a very soft person. I'm not afraid to show the side of myself. I don't know. Topic, Emma Williams, best known as iconic role Lando Calrissian, The Empire Strikes Back.
Now, as I sit here in a full-length pink bunny suit, I have to wonder, am I?
What the hell? Oh, man, the Williams.
So Billy Dee Williams, he's like I say, he's got some fluidness to his game. That's what he's saying. He says sometimes he feels like a guy, sometimes he feels like a girl.
Right.
It is how it is, man. 82 years old.
I don't know. Yeah, so... okay. Yeah, see, there's all kinds of shit. People who identify as pansexuals are attracted to people of any sex or gender identity. What Williams described in the interview appears closer to the definition of a gender fluidity when a person does not identify with a single fixed gender and express a fluid or unfixed gender identity.
Right now, if we had the budget, there would be a CGI star that went across and said, the more you know, because we be learning on the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast, and we're here for you to learn along with us. Come on, guys, let's grow.
Let's grow.
You know what I mean? Come on, we got a pumpkin patch, we got a watermelon patch, and what do we want to do here? Let's grow.
Let's grow together,
That's
guys.
it.
We're just growing in this beautiful world. It's a love story. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I just know I like regular sex, and that's where I stand with it. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted with. And
See,
I
now,
don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right now, I can tell you that's offensive because you said regular sex. Now, what is regular sex?
What I find, what I know in my
What you identify as.
Right. What I identify as my learnings and knowledge of what I feel comfortable with as being regular sex to me.
Bars.
I gotta say to me.
To you.
To me, what I consider regular sex is all I know. It's intercourse and love and passion and fire and candles and shit and maybe a midget jumping out of the closet. I don't fucking know. That's a joke, but whatever. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's offensive too. I don't know what's going on right now. Should I say little
right?
people?
Exactly. Yeah, you probably
Okay,
mini, if you will.
Little people. I don't.
It's tough, man. It's tough to take any turnaround without messing up. Because think if you were a famous person right now. you would have been dragged across the
That's
nightly
like,
news. It's
Twitter
crazy.
feed. Did you hear what he said? Get him out of there. Like, I would have lost many endorsements right now. Because at some point, hey, help us grow and blow, and then come back and haunt us with this. It'd be great.
203-594-6977. Hit us up on the hotline and be like, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Right.
Just let us know how you feel about it. Because we're out here. That's where I go with. I am willfully ready to learn because I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? And you try to not offend people, but also you just got to be like, man,
right?
I'm doing the best that I can.
Right. It's like I need an understanding a little bit more. If what you're telling me, are you making it more of a serious deal than it is? Because right now, if I'm looking at it with blind eyes of it not being serious, that's what the fuck I'm seeing. Like, I don't see it as being that heightened. But if there's something I'm not seeing, please educate me. You know what I mean?
Holla.
Give me something more that.
Holla front.
But don't give me some bullshit. Well, they're all saying it. They're all doing it. Who are these people?
Well, and I think things do get too overboard. And speaking of that, if you are by chance watching us on the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast on the Just Baked channel on YouTube, you can see us in the outfits because it is a couple days before Christmas. And speaking of that, Whitney Cummings, the female comedian and writer and producer and a bunch of stuff, she got reported to HR on one of the shows that she was doing for, as she was walking out of the office, she turned around to a group of writers and went, all right, guys, Merry Christmas. And somebody went to HR and was just like, when she was leaving, she turned around and she said right to me, she said, Merry Christmas. So there's definitely, we get to a point where
just don't respond.
There needs to be an adult in the room that just goes, yo, leave. Like, we aren't doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not doing this. We're not having this conversation. We're not having this. Like,
said Merry Christmas, and I don't celebrate Christmas. Okay, then don't respond back.
And that's fine. Even if if you don't celebrate Christmas, boom, cool. Now it's over. You know what I'm saying? It's
came and went. Somebody said Merry Christmas to you, and it did nothing to really physically bother you, right? I don't know. Did it come out? Like, did the word come out like a fucking spear? Like, Merry Christmas.
Dude, I'm telling you, people are getting too woke to where it's getting to the point of like, yo, what are you doing?
Right.
And like I've spoken on previous episodes, I think it's that they do the mathematical equation on it because, there's no way someone said Merry Christmas to you and you were just like, this motherfucker. Like, come on. That didn't happen.
I think more what it is, too, what you said of being woke, it's a trend to pretend to be woke. Hello. I'm just going to drop that on y'all again, what I just said. It's a trend to pretend to be woke. It's like, I don't want to say you're pretending, but I just did. But what I'm saying is,
they're not your true feelings.
It's not. It's like you're searching for something to go trendy with. You know what I mean? It's like, well, that's going to work right there. Yep. That's what I want to jump on. That's what I'm going to be. And now I'm woke. I am woke because I found something to be woke about. You know
Fits the criteria.
Right. If you weren't, like, there's kids that were like fucking trying to like save turtles since they were 6, and you know what? They got older and they became wildlife forestry people, and they fucking now are back and get in the, like, they've always had that calling. You know what I mean? That was their thing. They didn't get woke and just like, I'm 48, and I'm, I think I'm gonna, I've been always wanted to save turtles, which is still a moment somebody could get woke and want to do something like that, but it, sometimes, certain people just have something that calls them to where they're supposed to be.
There's a difference between being passionate about something, and then there's a difference between, like, saying, I'm a 40-year-old, but I identify as a 6-year-old, and I'm going to go play in the playground now. And somebody not being like, whoa, no, you're not. Stop that shit.
We give psychiatrists for every fucking thing else in the world but that.
Yeah.
I don't know. When somebody else identifies as like, oh, that's split personality shit. But now you can come out and say I identify as a man and a woman. It's like, that's not really a split person. That's not really a mental health problem. It's just, he's learning himself, and that's what it is. Well, you know what? Maybe I want to identify with every crazy motherfucker that lives in my head.
Dude, I'm telling you,
like you said, I think you said that before. It's like that's probably where it's gonna go now. We have identifications for every personality that you have. An ID.
I couldn't have kids because if there's some fucking 40-year-old trying to play in the sandbox with my daughter, he's getting a boot to the chin, and I'll go to jail for kicking identifying as a 6-year-old. It's like no.
Yo, that's fucking insane. But it's so like that's such what we're gonna fucking see here on episode. What is it? Episode 105.
105.
105, you motherfuckers. Episode 105.
105 live.
Listen, if we get to that point and people start getting these new fucking charges, I'm going to be looking in the paper and see an attempted on, oh my God.
Well, I mean, it's happening with people going to jail to what, like, there was this fucking, I remember reading a story about this rapist who, like, because you can't offend anybody and because you can't tell anybody no anymore, this fucking rapist, he went to jail and he identified as a woman. So then he went to the woman's jail, and guess what happened there? He raped more fucking people. Like,
oh my God.
The shit, like, it gets to the point where you're like, yo, this shit can't be real.
I'm a woman. Just put me around women. If I got to pretend to be gay, yes.
So if I had a kid and there was a 40-year-old, 6-year-old playing in the sandbox, and I kill them, then I'm going to go to court and just be like, I'm sorry, but I identify as an 8-year-old, so you can't try me as an adult. And they're like, is it going to get that crazy? That's what I want to know.
I identify as an 8-year-old, and he was the other kid in the playground.
And he identified as a 6-year-old. So what we have, sir, right here is that an 8-year-old killed a 6-year-old, and that's just all that happened.
Right. So I think psychiatry at this point would be what's best bet for my client.
What we're saying here is Christmas is coming up, and that's what we're here to talk about. I can tell you last night, man, I watched the classic. I watched The Christmas Story last night. It's as good as it's always been. And we should definitely find if somebody did a beat instrumental remix to that intro song, because we could rip that.
Christmas Story.
Animal.
I got it. It's gonna come to me. I'm gonna hear it.
Skip. It's gonna come to me.
Skip. You know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna go dubs and nails.
But yeah, man, that shit is too classic. So many fucking shitters full. So many man, when they cut the tree and it busts out the windows. So much fucking perfection in that movie. So much pop culture that has lasted for so fucking long.
Yeah. Clark.
Clark.
You gotta fuck with Clark and the family, nigga. This is now you said National Lampoon, that one you talking about, right?
Yeah, that's National Lampoon's.
Right, I thought you said Christmas Story at first. All right, so but National Lampoon's
A Christmas Story.
A Christmas Story.
Yeah, because this is Christmas. You know what? It might even be called something else. See, that's what happens when you wear a giant pink fucking onesie.
National Lampoon's.
Because I think it might be a Christmas vacation. Alexa,
a Christmas vacation.
National Lampoon's Christmas what?
Here's something I found on the web. According to popculture.com, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was...
Alexa, stop.
Skip.
See, that's what happens. I'm wearing the Christmas Story onesie. I'm talking about Christmas vacation. See, you know where it had me fucked up is because they don't go on vacation. Everyone comes to their house, so that's where I was.
It's like them niggas didn't travel. But you know what's dope was the spinoff remake of Vacation. I don't know if you see it. The spinoff remake because it's them older now.
Is it of A Christmas Story though?
This one, National Lampoon's. The kids are older. Russ and shit. They're older now, and like he has a little cameo in it. Then he makes like a cameo. Him and the wife.
He stops
cameos.
by, yeah.
Right, but it's like a whole new kind of thing. But the kids are supposed to be older.
Nice
Spin-off, remake kind of flow, whatever. More of a spin-off, I guess. Right?
Is it for the Christmas Vacation one, or is it for?
That story.
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice.
So what you call it? Kid.
Russ.
Russ is all grown. He's all grown up. And what you call it's kids. The fucking brother.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie's kids and shit. They're all grown. That's a good one though. Actually, they really fucking painted it well. If you get a chance to go see that one, that's a good one. But that one's a classic one, man. That's a great one.
No, that it feels so fucking good to watch it. And it is kind of funny too because Ice Cube said it best, man. Laugh now, cry later. Because the woman in his mother or his grandmother. No, it's his grandmother in the film when they ask her to say grace and she just says the fucking Pledge of Allegiance. It's funny because my grandmother is getting to that point where you're like, I might just take the bullet this fucking Christmas Eve and just go Pledge of Allegiance at dinner time. I might start it off. See if anybody else gets it.
I got you.
Yeah. Like, Grandma, let me take this one. I pledge allegiance.
Oh, true fans in the room will know, nigga.
For real.
You know that Lampoons, you're going to be like, oh, shit, nigga.
He did it.
He did it. But that's what family shit's all about, man. You got to have those moments to capture.
Hell yeah.
Capture the essence of like, man, you remember that year when yeah, nigga, always remember that shit. Nah, but National Lampoons is one of my favorites, man. When he went fucking ape shit and like said what he wanted, and his brother Eddie went and grabbed his fucking boss.
Grabbed the boss, yep.
Taped him up type shit and wrapped him up and brought him there.
Yo, and I'm not sure the order of the words, but his ending speech is either holy shit, hallelujah, or hallelujah, holy shit. Right. And either way it is, that's the illest shit to end a fucking rant with. Hallelujah, holy shit. That's a great way to end a fucking rant.
I think he asked for a drink at the end. Oh, man.
Yeah, he goes and chugs a little bit of eggnog.
Yeah. Oh, fucking, man. That was one of the ones I think I was going to use that one for a fucking skit at one point, that rant. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
But I never put it together. But nah, it was just one of those
a good
classic
rant.
one. Yeah, it's like, oh, man, this nigga was tight, but you got to love it. You know? That's a good one.
I haven't seen Christmas Story yet this year, but I'm sure Christmas Day, it'll be on 24 hours. It always is.
Yeah, I was funny. We watched, what did we watch? I sat with my kid when I got my hair braided. My lady was braiding my hair last week, and my daughter was there, and we sat
Underrated and braided.
And we watched Home Alone Part 1.
Nice.
I had to dive. I said, let me get this Home Alone popping. Let me
touch this.
Let me get back into this storyline. And you just sit there and you just analyze everything in that motherfucker. That's like, so the niggas just ran around for like 3 days. 8 years old. He was 8 years old, running the streets, going to grocery stores and shit and buying shit. Nobody says nothing. The neighbors watching him running around like you know, knowing that nobody's there. Like the guy he thought was crazy that was watching him, that he thought was killing people.
Home Alone is like wrestling, where you have to suspend the disbelief, because plenty of times he could have picked up the phone and just called the police and been like, hey, my parents left me home.
Right, and I think the cops even came to check on him, and the nigga was hiding.
Yeah,
I forgot what the reasoning was, but, you know, you, like you said, you have to disrespect it because you have to get into that zone of it. But it's just like, you watch it like, yeah, man, this is, like, who pitched that?
Yep.
You're like, and it's like, yeah, it's going to be great, and the kid's going to be, he's going to make these burglars, and he's going to, like, fucking hit him with paint cans and, you know, tar and feather them, and, like, what the, feather them. Tar and feather them.
Then divorce Britney Spears.
Right. Federer. Keep the kids, nigga. Keep the kids. But I mean, I don't know. The believable of when he came there and he's like playing the gangster movie and he fucking lights the fireworks and he's jumping behind trash cans like the salutes and the fucking. Come on, bro. What is going on?
Records it on the Talk Boy.
Right, like the Talk Boy. But all in all, good movie though. You know, Macaulay Culkin turned into a very bad drug abuser, I believe.
I don't know if it was ever confirmed what he was doing, but he definitely looked, you know.
Yeah, I think he was getting fucked up, man.
He looked bad.
A lot of them child stars, man. I mean, it goes to tell you. You think about it, man. Those families and fucking that money that those kids couldn't spend because they weren't old enough were just fucking getting abused by their parents, I'm sure. You know what I mean? And then as soon as he turned 18, it was like, fuck you. Give me all my money now, and I'm going to go do whatever I want. You know, because I was doing whatever I wanted before. You know what I mean? You got to keep them happy. They're like, I mean, you think about a parent, like, that must feel like a fucking fucked up position to be in. Like, this little nigga is putting food on a table on a scale that I have to almost like, you got to like be a parent, but it's like, well, you know, we got to make sure he's good. You know?
Well, I think that's how the kids end up being fucking psychos, is when you're 8 years old and nobody's telling you no ever.
Right. Because you're a breadwinner. That's insane. You think about a child that starts like, I can't discipline a nigga. Like, what if he don't want to act anymore? And then there goes our money.
Exactly. What if he just straight up, no,
I'm not acting. I'm not doing it anymore until you give me what I want. All right, I'll just give it to you. Just stop it. Go make money. Go.
But now one of the things too about obviously Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Electric Boogaloo, they still have the same actors in it.
Yep.
And then there's Home Alone 3,
funny, right?
which that looked horrible. But then I saw on Xfinity they did make a Home Alone 4.
Yeah, I'd seen it.
Quattro.
I'd seen it, but didn't see it. I was skimming, and
Skimming.
I don't know who that kid was, and I didn't care to know the story.
Who was the star of Home Alone 4?
Home Alone 4. Taking Back the House stars include French Stewart, Eric Avari, and Barbara Babcock.
Barbie!
Thank you.
Babcock. Right, because I know all of them.
I know who French Stewart is because he was on Third Rock from the Sun.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
But Taking Back the House. That shit sounds like Step Up Part 4, Taking Back the House.
Or that, or fucking like a drug house, like some trap house shit. It's like Taking Back the House. There's like a trap house that got overtaken by, like, you know what I mean, West Side Crips, and then the East Side Crips were, with the assistance of the law enforcement that were on the take, helped take. Like, this has been written, nigga.
Taking Back the House.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making it up, but this shit's been written. You know how these things go, nigga. There's a good guy and a bad guy, or there's two bad guys and they kill each other, and one of the bad guys looks good. I don't.
And at the same time, somebody's home alone.
Right, somebody's home alone, and there's a kid involved, and he's gonna be like probably Macaulay Culkin's kid or something. I did it to my own kid. I don't even know if that's the premise, but that sounds like
Macaulay Culkin's all fucked up, living in the drug house, and he leaves his kid home alone on purpose to teach him a goddamn lesson because this is how I grew up,
right.
And you're gonna go through the same thing.
So the whole movie turns into a scared straight episode, nigga. That's combing my chest hair.
It ends with Macaulay Culkin getting arrested for child abandonment.
Yo, I think that we talk about. I felt like you've mentioned this before when we were doing movies that were coming out, and I don't remember it, but I feel like I do. But then I saw a clip that I thought was fake, and everybody yelled at me. E.T. is coming out.
It's not a full movie, but they did.
It's not a full movie.
No.
Oh, these niggas played me. What kind of movie? They're like, yo, they're doing E.T. I'm like, no, they're not doing it. They say it's all about his son, him being Elliot's older and his kid now.
Yeah, it's not a full movie. It's first of all, it was a commercial for something,
right?
And then, but they also made a short out of it where I think it was. They said it was like a couple of minutes long.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
these niggas
by no means.
My
is it a full
family
movie.
members are getting their popcorn together.
Alexa,
yelling at me. That's what they're telling me.
Tell us about the new E.T. advertisement.
Could you say that again?
Alexa, tell us about E.T. Part 2.
This might answer your question. The Eastern Time Zone is a time
Alexa,
zone
stop. Trying to think how to ask the question. Alexa, tell us about the newest movie E.T.
The Estonian movie with the most recent release date was Take It or Leave It, which was released on May 27th.
Alexa, stop.
You don't know nothing.
What is the kid's name from E.T.? Elliot.
Elliot.
Alexa, Elliot and E.T. did a new commercial. Can you tell me about it?
I don't know that one.
No problem, you bitch. But yeah, it was a commercial for something. I forget what it was.
It was a commercial, and then that's when I was like, "That's a commercial." Like, yeah, but they're doing a commercial. And they're like all in my ear, like they're revving me up. It's a commercial for the movie though, because the movie's coming out. I'm like, get the fuck out! When E.T.'s gonna be dropping a new movie? Ain't nobody tells me these things. I'm like, when? Yo, it's coming out, son. You know, everybody was high, so I don't know, but it's like, really? But then it's like, I'm like, that's a fucking fan favorite type shit or something, man. No, that can't be.
Yeah, it's definitely not a full length movie. I know that.
These niggas is being weird.
I think people make up their own conclusions and like, because I actually like I read a story about it and yeah, it was just it's just very 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 small thing. It's not a full it's not a bullies with fullies at all.
E.T. Now E.T. he's gender fluid too.
I think so.
I mean, let's talk about it now. What is ET? We never revealed this. Everybody just assumed it was a boy.
What are ET's pronouns?
Right.
And ET, he did dress up in drag in that movie.
He did. So maybe he was feeling herself there.
Yo, it all comes back around.
It was for herself there, and then when the bear came and was like doing some macho shit, it was the boy. There was a lot going on. I think E.T. was really trend-setting for what's going on now. It was really like, no, look, at an age, we're going to let them decide, but like we're going to use an alien to project that.
They don't even know that. They don't even know that E.T. stood for early trans.
That's the mic drop. Look at what just happened right there. You just took a ride
Come
on the
on,
emotion
man.
coast.
Fantastic voyage.
Listen, coasting on the emotional ride of truth, nigga. Listen, E.T. set it up to the point where you niggas didn't even know what was happening. That's some real shit because he was like a kid almost. But then he didn't know his gender, and they let him decide. And it was the fight between the sister and the brother, Elliot, and young Drew Barrymore, who is funny because the way she talked as a kid, she talks still as an adult. The way her mouth moves. You look at her as a kid like, you still talk like you're 7. Drew Barrymore.
E.T., a holiday reunion for Xfinity 2019 is 4 minutes and 19 seconds. That's what it is.
I'm gonna tell him to get dressed. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas gonna go this Saturday? Yo, E.T. coming out this Saturday. Word, get your popcorn. And I'm gonna come right to their house and sit in the living room and fucking stream the commercial to their TV. With a fucking bowl of popcorn with everybody involved.
After 37 years, E.T. comes back to visit his friend Elliot for the holidays. During his stay, E.T. learns that Elliot now has a family of his own and that technology has completely changed on Earth since his last visit. More at xfinity.com/ET. So let's go to xfinity.com/ET.
I had me all pumped up, just like that Will Smith Fresh Prince fucking fan favorite shit that I thought was legit at first. Like, yo, this can't be. What? That's official.
That was a great fake.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
Or
Will
not
Smith
fake, but fanfare,
right,
whatever.
I mean, Will Smith said, man, they need to do this. Like, that could be a thing. Made into a drama, that whole setup works.
Hell yeah. And I remember Will Smith saying this a while ago, talking about maybe doing it as a cartoon, which I can see that shit working too.
Will Smith, yeah, the cartoon, what? Uncle Phil tossing out jazz in the cartoon flow.
Yeah, it's a 4 minute and 18 second. It's
wow.
Hey man, people get high and they think stuff.
Yeah,
it's cool.
I mean, I do, but I just was in disbelief. Like these niggas was really a crowd of, you know what I mean?
We're that staunch about no, it's happening.
Like I think picket signs and fucking I got pitchforks pointed at me. Shit was crazy. Like
people took it too far, talking about they already had tickets and shit. Like,
yo,
no.
yo, I'm telling you, so this shit gonna be lit. You know what I mean? G already waiting. My daughter, you know what I mean? She already, you know what I mean? She always go get what? Where we going? I'll get my daughter together. When we going? When the fuck is it coming out? No, they didn't say yet. In the summer 2020.
Yeah, they're putting out the holiday reunion in the summer, dude. It's gonna be great.
But it's gonna get so much pushback from the commercial that somebody's probably like, we gotta do it. We gotta, you know. So it'll probably happen on their own terms.
I imagine they've been trying for
right. I mean, there's supposed to be a new fucking Gremlins that come out, which is another one that was a Christmas dropping movie that came out. The first one came out around Christmas because it was a Christmas theme. If you remember the whole time when he got him, it was a Christmas gift.
I don't. Those are one of those.
Yeah, Gremlins was my shit.
I saw them once.
Yeah, it was like when the whole scene was like, because a gremlin attacked the Santa and shit. It was like mad snow out there. The fucking mother was on the stairs and the Christmas lights wrapped around her and the electrical fucking chair and it shot her through the roof or through this some crazy shit.
Grammy.
Yeah, but that was another Christmas dropper. But they were supposed to give out a new Gremlins and use the same kind of puppetry, but they were gonna toy in between puppetry and then the CGI type shit, which I feel like, I don't know, that might ruin certain things. Like I almost feel like Ninja Turtles got ruined when they did that whole kind of, you know,
it doesn't have the same feel. Yeah, like you can even no matter how well they do it, you can just tell when it's not a real thing.
Right, and that guy Michael Bublé or whatever his name is, I think I said his name right. Did I say Michael Bublé or Michael Bay? Right?
Yep,
Bay, whatever. That guy. His work is dope, you know, but it moves so fast. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's shaky cam.
Yeah, it's just where it's going. Is that Leonardo? Who is this nigga? Like, is that what? Brooklyn
The name of this episode is that Leonardo?
Is that him? Is he out there? You know, but you know, sometimes you gotta let things just be what they are, man, and use the same thing. You know, just go back with what was working before. You have better cameras and better paint jobs.
And now this is a quote of my own. They never thought if they should after they found out that they could. That's stolen from somewhere. I don't know where. But I think they might have said that in Jurassic Park. I'm not sure. But
why would?
No, it's like, all right, we have the ability to do all this, and you never thought if like, yeah, okay, we can do that, but should we do that?
Right.
Because it... Yeah.
Well, it's a big vintage era coming up right now too, with like the youth
The Utes.
The Utes.
My cousin Vinny.
You know, like I going around shopping. You know, I've been hitting the stores going shopping for Christmas and looking at like some of the young urban outfitter kind of like journey, the ones that they got what the kids are wearing now. You know, what's hip, what's new, what's in. And a lot of their shirts are all like shit they know nothing about. Like, you know what I mean? The kids walking around with a Pink Floyd shirt. And I'm like, give me a song. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah, it's weird. The girls have been doing that for a while now. Like the Instagram models that are wearing like Megadeth T-shirts. Where you're like, what do you do?
Because what's it called is really big right now in the young flow is Thrasher. Like a lot of the skate gear.
Okay, yep.
Thrasher's huge, you know what I mean? So because they became so huge like that, now they got $150 hoodies. You know what I mean? Yeah, like this shit is crazy. That and the other one that used to be a skating brand that got so big that now they're ridiculous prices, Supreme. Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Supreme was like all skater shit when, you know, they was affordable when it first came out because only the skater heads were fucking with it. But it became such a fashion statement. Now it's like, you know, you're talking about Supreme collabs with sneakers are like $1,000. And, you know, it's insane. Like a box logo, they call it box logo, where it's just a logo with the red Supreme on a shirt is like $120 for a T-shirt.
Whoa. With
just a logo on it that says Supreme, an official one or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a $120 T-shirt, man. It's like.
I'm telling you, when we were driving by Mobile the other day, I'm telling you, that's why they made that fucking gasoline. Because it's in that fucking logo. There's the Mobile, whatever, Supreme Plus gasoline. It's the Supreme letters. And I'm telling you, subliminally, there's definitely people going and buying that shit. They're like, well, it's fucking Supreme gas, dude. I'm going to buy it.
It's Supreme gas. It's trendy. It's happening. This is why.
Listen, I mean, nobody will ever know that it's in my tank, but I'll have the receipt. I can tell people.
I got that Supreme gas thing. I put nothing but Supreme in my shit. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the fashion.
Supreme in my tank.
Listen.
Shorty, what you think?
You know, it's just, like you said, it's a trendy thing. When it's trendy, they want it, you know?
Yeah.
You know, that's why I
But
think
shout out
now,
to Supreme, man. If you can charge people $120 for a T-shirt, do it.
Yeah, like I always say, talking about Kanye West and his sneakers earlier, we were off cam talking, and some of them don't look the greatest, man. They look to me, they look crazy as hell. But because
I haven't seen one yet that I would be like, oh shit, I want that.
I mean, the Yeezy Boost, the you know, they look comfortable. I feel like people ran with the name, but then it's like, well, it's comfortable, so it makes it valid. You know what I mean? Almost like why I dropped $600 on them, because the Kanye's is why you really, because his name. And I seen people on a couple of sneaker shows, they say, yeah, I bought it to support the big homie, but it's not my style. Like, this is being said. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even like the fucking shoe, but because that's Kanye, you want to support him, you'll buy him. Like, that's what the artists do. You know, these guys are doing. It's like, your shit ugly as shit, but you're my man, though. I'm going to buy him.
Yeah, I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna look out.
But he buys them and he throws them in a case and he leaves them there for, you know, whatever, somebody to have or resell them or just a memory.
Someone to have, someone to hold.
Right. Someone to control.
But speaking of that, I remember we were talking and you were at the mall. Tell us about the Christmas shopping experience, dog. At the mall, that's some classic
the mall was,
Americana shit.
And we're talking about like the weekend before Christmas. You know what I mean? So this is supposed to be the heaviest. And you know what? It was jumping, but it was okay. Maybe because I got high a little bit. You know what I mean? I smoked a little bit to calm myself before I went. I said, listen, I got to deal with the public. Maybe I need to burn something real quick. Let me hit this little vape pen or something. And but it was like, it was packed, but it wasn't like, people weren't like elbow to elbow.
Nice.
Like I had a crazier fucking line in Burlington Coat Factory.
Yep.
Before I went to the mall, I went to Burlington. The line, I was, I don't know, 30 minutes maybe?
Whoa.
Yeah, or maybe 20, 30 minutes. But it was moving a little bit, but it was still wrapped around the store.
Damn.
Like, Burlington was popping. I was like, okay, Burlington. So, you know, what I just did, when any real nigga would do was, you know, I grabbed a little bag of strawberry mini wafers and I popped it open and ate it in line and offered the strange kids behind me that was acting up and shit. Mom was like, "No, we're good." Like, nigga, who is you? Offer him we out here struggling together. You want some?
You definitely went with the stranger trying to give kids candy. I just want to let you know that that's what you had just done. And even though I know that you're not a predator or
what I did was I popped it, I offered Mom, and then swung low. Nice. I want y'all to know that. I was like, oh, y'all want some? Mom, the bag is open to you first, and then I drop low and sweep the room. You know what I mean? But then she was like, no. we good. Even though I just watched you pop it open.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think because I dug my hand in there, I should have popped it open and then offered to pour some in your hand. Then it would have been more inviting. It's like, nigga, you put your greasy hand in there.
Right? I feel you, too. If a stranger put their hand in a bag of chips and tried to put them in my thing, I'd be like, no, thank you.
Hands in the chips.
Yeah.
Y'all want some? Nah, because you probably don't even wash your hands after you take a shit. Like,
Right.
the thing, that exists in clubs. You go inside a club and the motherfucker just come out the shitter and just leave.
Hell yeah.
Like, you nasty motherfucker.
They just come out texting.
Right. Oh, but the mall was crazy. There was a lot of Utes, a lot of single mothers with big butts. You know, I don't know. They were like with their kids and wearing the most tightest things and big old donkeys. You know, I just was, you know.
That's what we need. You know, the no smoking logo? We need that shit over dude butt. Just cross that.
No dude butts, please. We don't like dude butts. We like the big old cushies. Gushy cushies. You know
I want something I can uppercut and make a wave.
Yeah, listen. Just wanted to get that ripple. Drawn ripple effect, nigga. But nah, it was you know, I was in there for a little bit because I had to get a lot for a lot of people. Not a lot of for a lot of people, but a lot for a list of people. You know what I mean? That I had to tackle in that mall. So I went to I was in there for a couple hours, man. Every spot I went to, boom, that I needed to hit. You know what I mean? And all in all, man, there were no fights. There was no people pushing. There was not about. It was like there was deals, man. There was a lot of deals, but not a lot of people were like going crazy.
It's tough, man. And
I think online is really hurting that game, though.
I wonder if we'll ever see it, but because you're right, online is what's happening to where even like I went to the doctor the other day and like the lady at the front desk, she was even telling me, she's just like, I did everything on Amazon this year. I didn't go to one store. I was like, wow. Because but also she said she was traveling west. So like she just had everything shipped to where she was going and then fucking.
And that's the thing now when people are traveling to go places for holidays, like I just have the gift that I want, order online and deliver it to where I'm going to be at. So it meets me there. Like your gift is going to get there before you type shit.
Yep. And that's the thing too, especially now with the Amazon lockers, you don't even have to get it to like, oh, I'll send it to your house. Like I had some shit sent to Whole Foods the other day because they have an Amazon locker in there. You just go in.
I don't even know anything about that. They have Amazon lockers at different establishments that they can rent out.
Barack Obama, they have an entire setup against a wall, and then just you go in there, boom, I'm here to pick this up. Okay, put in your special code, boop, boop, doot, opens up, there it is. So they just deliver it to that locker instead of
They have to, and it's probably Amazon.
And I didn't have to deal with nobody, no nothing. It's me and my phone and this wall.
It's like, man, they really fucking cornered the market with all this shit, man. It's like, no, we'll deliver it straight to you, or we'll deliver it over there. You know what I mean? It's like, how the fuck do you want it? We're giving it to you the quickest way possible.
To quote Tupac Shaquille.
Tell me, how do you want it? Whew, coming up in the game. Wow, yeah, Amazon is really on top, but maybe that's why it wasn't that many elbow to elbow, but there was a good amount of people, though.
Yep.
A lot of kids running around, you know what I mean, in the food court, was on and popping.
That's the thing is, I was saying, I wonder if malls will be around forever, or if it'll get to a point where it's just like...
Just big superstores.
Yeah, a couple stores,
right,
you know?
Couple stores for...
But it's tough. It'll still be a while, because even like, you know, I know... parents and people of their generation, of my parents' generation, where like they're just starting to trust online ordering. You know what I mean? So it's gonna take a long time to.
I know. It's like because remember we were raised by those people. So even though we like technology and the flow and we grew with it, you know what I mean? We still have that little bit that was taught from us. Like, you know, that's how they get you. You know, we got that. That's how they get you, parents. You know what I mean? So that was our generation of parents. Is like, look, that's how they get you. You got to be careful. So everybody, you get a little bit of that like. Espionage is out there, like niggas is up to something. You know
Dude,
what I mean?
I remember one of the first times using a computer with the internet with my dad, and I don't know obviously what website we were on, whatever we were looking at, but you know, whatever it was where we had to click an agreement for something. Say even like I might have been like signing up for my email address,
right.
You know what I mean? And then under Yahoo, it's like boom, 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 and then they give you like a book, and they're like, these are our terms and agreements. You know, when the first time's on the internet, my dad just starts reading it, and I'm like, we can't do that, you know.
I gotta read it all. We're gonna be here a while, Bob.
Exactly. We can't do that.
It says here about the Constitution right in A-4. Can you look that one up? That what that constitutional
and
right
the
is?
of course he has the right, his heart's in the right place. Right. But then once you really start getting, and this was, mind you, like 10, 15 years ago, but then once you really get into using, like I said, when our phones are spying on us and all that, yeah, we already agreed to it all because it's all in terms and conditions of something that we've already just been like, well, yeah, I need an Instagram account, so I'll say whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's where they get you. That's where they get you, parents.
That's where they get you.
It's like, I don't trust nobody. You got to be careful. You might stash some money under the mattress. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's where they're from, man. They don't trust banks. So we you know, when you do that whole, your parents don't know what they're talking about. So we have that. We grew away from it. But I tell you, there's always a little bit still instilled there, man, where it's just like, yeah, your mom and dad used to teach me about shit like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you get your street smarts out there,
it's
man.
good to be skeptical
you got
on some of it.
You know, I think like now it's like, and that's why I always talk to my daughter. Like sometimes she believes everything on YouTube. It's like, what's on YouTube? Like, honey, let's talk about it. You got to understand, like,
yeah, it's a dangerous precedent.
Right. So that's how some of these people. That's how they make that so popular. They get views, to get money, because they make it look so believable that you really believe it. You know what I mean? So there's nothing more alluring than, you know, false belief. You know,
We could tell it too. Be like, baby, we can go on YouTube right now. And like we can make a video and put it on YouTube, and we can tell whatever story we want. It doesn't.
If you make enough facts that sound like they're facts, super facts, as we'll call them.
That's
right?
that's what they become.
Yeah. And so, you know, I think I made that up.
And it's so funny that like because that's another interesting thing too about whether we're talking about the gender or just conversation in general of definitions of words that we've used forever are now changing. Like the word facts does not mean what people using it as. Like facts means it is indisputable and that it is correct, such as 2 + 2 = 4. Right. A fact cannot start with, in my opinion. That's not how that works. You know what I'm saying? But people now, it's just like, who uses the word literally correct? Literally means it actually happened. When you say, I literally died, no, you didn't. Because that means you wouldn't be here anymore telling the story. You know?
Oh, man.
But they just get, you know.
They get caught in the kerfuffle of it all.
You know, somebody might tell you, man, they just told me a bald-faced lie, and you're like, don't. It's bold.
Bald-faced lie. You know what it is? See, what he's saying is, even though slang is slang, and we had slang, but you know, a lot of our slang was like we made up our own. It's like it was made up, or maybe it was derived from somewhere. It became its own thing. You know what I mean? Like dope. You know what I mean? That kind of came out of somewhere. You know what I mean? Like. Facts. That's not a slang word. That's a real word that exists already. You just turned it into a slang word. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, like, facts means something different than I agree with you.
Right. You're like, no, that wasn't, you know what I mean? No. Jelly.
No.
Jealous is jelly, you know. I mean, you want to put on that motherfucking Big Al's Ebonics. That's for his period, but we need a new Ebonics version, I think.
Yo, the fucking white kid that just made his first black friend loves that fucking song so much. That Ebonics song by Big L. Yo, that's the song that's a song that a fucking white kid would try to stop an entire party and have people sit down and listen to. No, but listen. This is what he said.
Yo, get a pen out. I'm taking notes. You know what I mean? The hotel's a telly. What? Jealous is jelly. Yo, why you jelly? Yo, you mad jelly? Jelly. That's what I use it in the context, right? Yo.
It's funny too because there's probably people like that, and then there's probably kids that like, I'm learning right now. Let me.
I'm learning. My brain is an empty vessel. Fill me up, please. Fill me up, nigga. I'm knowledgeless. Oh, man, but, you know.
Christmas is what we're talking about here.
We're talking about Christmas, and then the mall was crazy. You know where I did go, which is an interesting spot that we probably can get a lot of props from this place even. The flea market.
1, 2, flea.
The flea market was on and popping for y'all out in the West Coast, a place y'all call them swamp meets, I believe. White elephant sales for some people in different neighborhoods. You know, just a tag sale every weekend in a spot where people are out there.
Bazaar, if you will.
Yes, where they got these things that probably fell off a truck. You know, the fakest of fakest sneakers are there all the time. The Air, the fake Yeezys.
The Feezies.
They got the fake ones there. So if you ever want to like kind of know what it feels like to pretend to be in a pair of Yeezys, go get you a pair for $20 down there. You know
nice.
I mean? Like, you know, I did get a pair of shades because I don't give a fuck about the shades. I'm not into big designer shades.
Should I get dollar store shades all day?
I said, they look nice and they were $5, so I bought them. You know what I mean? But the flea market is it's interesting because you get a lot of aggressive merch sellers. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when you're asking questions, he turns it into like, I got you, it's a sale, and he gets over aggressive on how he's fucking trying to deliver it to you when I'm just asking you about the product.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, so what kind of sizes? What size you need? What size you need? I want it right now. Motherfucker, I just asked you what the sizes run. I mean, how much does it cost? Oh, for you, my friend. And then they're like, you know, I'm like, oh, just for me or for everybody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, you know, and it's like, I just want to know. And then he's like, all right, I'll give it right now. And it's like, you know, he gets real aggressive. And like, I get it. You're trying to get the sale. That's not how you get me, though. You know what I mean? Because you got to know, because sometimes, you know, I don't say most Americans. I can't speak for most Americans, but I think a lot of us are like, niggas, stop rushing me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to be pushed with my purchases, man.
Nelly
you know
said it best. Bitch, you ain't rushing, so why is you rushing?
Right. So they're like, get the fuck up. Give me some breathing space, man.
Yep.
But if I want it, I'm going to get it. That's what you understand. You know, I understand they're doing their sales pitch. You know?
Yeah, they're doing that sales. Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross always be closing shit. The ABC, where it's just like, well, if we could do this right now, would we have a deal? Would we have a deal?
Right,
would we have a deal?
Right.
And
Come
then,
on, check it out. Get it right now.
Yeah.
Nobody else got this, my friend. I got what you need.
and it's cool. It's the gift of gab, and it's that thing of how some people's approach to women is like, fuck it, I'll talk to 100 women, 99 will turn me down, but at least I'll have one. That,
Right.
You know, it's that type of thing where
I just keep
they
swinging
act
away.
that way with everybody, and they'll get weak people just, oh, fine, just, oh, yeah,
Right.
cool.
They give you the money to get away. Like,
Yeah.
now motherfuckers are walking away buying shit they never wanted in the first
Why do I have a
place.
medium?
I got this fucking big Kaoud or Oriental rug on my shoulder. What the fuck am I doing?
What did I just buy?
We don't even need this. Who
I
can
didn't want him to be
gift
mad at
this
me,
to?
though, so I just bought it.
Right. I mean, he did that. The rug guy did it because we were looking. It's like, oh, he said, what do you need? What color? What color? We said,
Rug
"No,
life.
we got this blue, but we need a lighter blue for a gift for somebody." He's like, oh, yes. Right here. No, you're showing us the same rug. It's wrapped up. No, that's the same color. Oh, color. You want the color? How about this one here? Yeah. And this one's lighter. It's like, but it's a different design. It's like, yeah, but it's lighter. You want lighter? It's lighter. Like, but like the aggressive in his voice, like, yo, all right, nigga.
Yep.
Chill the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like all that old.
I know, he's doing that, like, but this is lighter, and you said you wanted lighter, so
Right.
if you wanted lighter,
Right.
I have lighter,
You
and we
want
should
or
have a
not?
deal. You
want
should
or
already
not, my
bought
friend?
it.
Right, that you want or not. You want or not. Like, I hate that fucking you
Yeah,
want or
yeah.
not approach. Get out of my face. Like I'm harassing you by coming to purchase something possibly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, how the fuck is this a hostile situation, nigga? Like, I
Right.
want to purchase something possibly, and you're coming at me like I'm trying to rob you, nigga. What the fuck? So there was a lot of those guys there.
Yeah.
I did have what I haven't had in a long time, a Georgia Hot.
Whoa.
Sit down, niggas. You understand what's going on. If you understand, if you don't understand, you should understand the Georgia Hot.
If you don't understand, learn something.
It's a big sausage like a hot dog.
Sausage.
You know what I mean? It's got a casing around it. You know, whatever's ground up animal. We just go with that because who knows what any of this shit is.
Animal part.
Yeah, animal parts there. They ground it up and they put in a little sheet. But these things are always made spicy. And you got to slice those bitches, though. You know, he didn't have no grill room because he had fucking 13 pinchos, which is Spanish for shish kebabs, on the grill. No space. So I had a chili cheese on it. So, yeah, my ass paid for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, earlier in the day.
That'll come for revenge.
Yeah, you know. But you know what I
How much
noticed?
did that run you?
See, I bought her one. I bought me one. It was about $3.50, $7.
It's not bad.
$3.50 or $4 for our Georgia Hot, something like that. You know what I mean? But you know, that guy, I don't know, one of the guys. So the guy's back there grilling it, and he's got his guy that's helping him. Now they got a pretty long line for the hot dogs and shit. But I don't know. There's nothing more embarrassing. I'm thinking like way he was yelling to somebody that he thought forgot the sausage. He's like, "Sir, you forgot your sausage!" And he's like fucking screaming it, "Sir, your sausage, sir!" And he's fucking holding this fucking thing up in the air, yelling through the flea market like.
And you're like,
"All right,
is
bro."
Bart Simpson somewhere on the phone? Like, what the fuck's going
It's
on?
one of those like, what is he saying, really? You know, and then the guy that's cooking the dog, he said, "No, it's not." He says, "Nothing in that bag yet." "Oh, it's nothing in here." He's fucking screaming sausage in the bag, thinking it's all wrapped up. He's like, "I didn't put anything in there yet." Like, how do you not even fucking feel it, bro? Like, because there was napkins in there.
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
straw for he was getting a drink. But you know, that was, and the guy's got no teeth, so he's screaming, "Sir, your sausage," and he's got no teeth in because you can tell the lips are all puckered up like
Yep.
sour lemon face. You know, and he's fucking look, "Sir, your sausage." I'm like, where am I?
Right?
Oh,
Why is this
man.
happening?
Yeah, but you know what's interesting though? A lot of them, man, I think they just have like one big wholesale market. They all get the same shit from.
Yeah.
Because they're all like that's you got to walk around and look because everybody's got the same shit. You know, one guy might be willing to fucking knock a couple of dollars off because he knows everybody else got it. You know what I mean? Like, look, tell me why I should get it from you because the same guy got the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Over there for the same price, man. You know, give me a deal. You know, but they give deals though. But I stay away from shit like clothes, like the knockoff shit, like shit that threads are gonna come off.
Yeah. Have you ever bought any of the bootleg sneakers?
No.
Because I always see them, like, say if I'm in Bridgeport or even during the summertime, they'll be on the streets, but like $10 pair of shoes, you're like, man, how long is that going to last?
Right. I wouldn't even dare because I just know that quality is, like, I got a problem buying fucking $50 boots on sale for work or something, $50, the Nike Monarchs and shit, like they're $50 all the time, you know, good ones for work. Them shits, you know, they don't last a year even.
Yeah.
6 months and like they start talking. I'm like, all right, I see why it's $50. So sometimes, you know, that's just one of those things. I get it with shoes. Sometimes you got to pay more to get a better quality. Not all the time, but sometimes. You know what I mean? It depends on what it is. So I think that's why sometimes with them Jordans and those guys, why they get so much, they're worth so much is because the quality of material they're using, like the good leather they're using to put them together, and the suede is, you know, the material is like really, you know, kind of pricey shit, so that's why they charge it like that. You know what I mean? They got fucking snakeskin ones, snakeskin Jordan 11s, you know. But you know, I get it, but it's kind of like I could still get a comfort in a nice fucking Reebok or Adidas for $60, you know, because they do make those comfortable too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's all your poison, nigga. Fall for the hype or fall for what's right.
We're talking about Christmas. That's what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah, but that was the Christmas flow in the streets, what I saw, man. I'm trying to think if it was any I did have a good string of people giving me stuff. Like,
nice.
Like I got a free slice of pizza somewhere I went for a slice, and they like, oh, well, we got the last two, so here's an extra slice on the house. Merry Christmas. I stopped in one place. There was cash only for a soda. I said, I'm hankering for a soda. I really don't drink them that often, but I want a soda. And it's just cash only. She's like, Merry Christmas. I'm like, oh, what is this?
Hey.
Like, what is going on? You niggas is only nice around this time of year, but that's okay.
Right.
And I'm trying to find my way to get back a little bit, but I was going to give to this nigga, man, but he pissed me off. You know, when niggas get aggressive out there, man, in the streets, like, you know, what was the title before? The seasonal panhandlers.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Which is the name of our new Christmas flow. Yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, y'all gonna see seasonal panhandlers, man, will work for Christmas. But you know, seeing those guys out there when you know you see new faces and shit, man, or the guys that get like that kind of attitude when you don't got change, like what, motherfucker, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you.
No, I've definitely gotten to that argument before of like, you're begging me for money. No, this doesn't work where you get an attitude with me. Like, what the fuck?
I know that dude, because as I was coming out the car to go into my breakfast spot, there's a dude coming out the breakfast spot, and you know, I seen a dude lean up on the wall. You could tell he's out there doing the move. He's leaning, you know what I mean, looking like I'm gonna sit there and ask people, whatever. But I don't know, however their conversation transpired before I got close enough to him. The guy that was coming out the store, the young kid, he goes, you see, he said, look, man, he said, you see how I'm dressed right now? See, work. I'm going to work right now. I got to go get my shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I feel him. You know what I mean? And he was like,
I agree. 1,000%.
He wasn't in a suit and tie. Like, this guy was a fucking painter, man. You know what I mean? He had paint, like construction and shit was all dirty and shit. So it wasn't like, you know, he's actually going to go put some physical labor in to get his money, man. You know what I mean? And the guy was sitting there like, you know, but they got shit for people, man. There's shit for people that don't want to do nothing. If you want to just decide you don't want to do anything, there's places for you to go.
Yep.
So not every panhandler needs it. That's all I'm saying, nigga. But it's Christmas, man.
Christmas. Yeah.
We're talking about Christmas, man. You know, but you ain't hit no stores up though, right? You had to go through any of that madness?
No.
Yeah. It was traffic, I think.
Alexa, stop.
I think traffic was more of the headache. Trying to get up the post road and shit. You know what I mean?
Alexa, stop. I went to this morning I had to stop at ShopRite, and surprisingly, it wasn't too bad. Alexa, stop.
Crazy hoe. she gonna get beat down. She'll be listening. She disobedient sometimes.
That's what because I yelled at her earlier, so now she's pissed.
Oh, okay.
No, but yeah, I had to stop by because I'm making stuffed mushrooms for Christmas Eve, and that's not something you could buy, too far in advance, the mushrooms. So I was like, all right, well, I got to go today. And, a little bit packed, but not as bad as I would expect. Like, I remember in the past it just being like, fuck. But, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I went like 8:30. Yeah, shit was straight as fuck.
I think it's Amazon. Amazon, they're gods.
Yeah.
They're like... I mean, are they even in the grocery department right now? Are they in the grocery business? Do they like
Amazon? Yeah. Amazon,
like perishables they do?
Yeah, I think it's Amazon Fresh, something like that.
Wow.
Or Amazon Market, or Amazon
Fresh.
Fresh.
These are things like, I don't even know, like, there's going to be Amazon Farms, Amazon Streets, Amazon Schools, everything. Like, you know what I mean? It's one of those deals where it's like that something gets so big that they don't know what else to buy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just like, let's just start buying schools and ranches and shit. Like, we're gonna have our own dairy now, so you can buy Amazon milk. Yeah.
When Amazon buys the Amazon. Woo.
Right. Woof. Listen, save the forestry, nigga. Amazon buying the Amazon. And there's got to be something with that Amazon itself and the Amazon why they have reference to, right?
Bars. I don't know.
I'm thinking niggas know what's something. But now Christmas is coming, y'all. Yeah.
And it almost, and I know I've been saying this all the time, but it snuck up.
Yeah.
Definitely came really quick where I thought it was
popping in, resolutions are popping, New Year's Eve's next show talk about.
And because it's so nice outside today, it feels way too far away. You know what I mean? Like when it was snowing the other week, then it was like, oh shit, this feels like it. But like the sun is out and shining right now. Right. It does not feel like it.
Look, there are kids that are outside today. Well, I don't know if they go outside anymore. Anyways, but this would be the day if I was younger and it's vacation time right now for the kids. So it's like, what?
Oh, if I was younger right now, I'd be playing basketball. Yeah, if I was younger and then like oh shit, man, we got time off and it's this nice in December, I'd be definitely shooting basketball.
Like, oh man, I wish these kids would just go back to that enjoyment. Like, man, going out there, your face is freezing, but you're not really cold because you're kind of running around.
Your body's hot, but your face,
right.
R&B songs forever. Because my body is hot, but my face is freezing. My body is hot.
hot, so hot, but my face is freezing.
freezing.
Whew. It's just love, nigga. But now it was that thing. You ran around and, it's like you kind of like, you knew it was cold outside, but you didn't feel the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Your mother was more worried about you. You're going to catch a cold. You know what I mean? Because you came into the house with a fucking T-shirt on.
Yeah.
And she knows it's freezing outside, but here you come in the fucking T-shirt, like, face all red and shit, like, hey.
Because we were playing tackle football on the fucking snow because no one's getting hurt like that.
Right.
And because
that was the thought.
And because the bottom layers were too much, man, because you wore like the thermals, then a pair of sweatpants, then a pair of snow pants over them, 2 pairs of socks, with inside the fucking boots tied up strong, and then anything else on top. Yo, you start jogging, you're working it up.
Listen,
it's tough.
Nah, it was great, man. Football in the snow was the shit.
We
used to love that, man. It was always fun until I think your first head dive into the fucking snow when you get a mouthful and a face full and it just like that freeze blast.
That powdery snow that sucks.
Like, what the fuck? It's like kicking that shit around, man.
That powdered snow that you can't even make a snowball out of because it's so dry for some reason. That powder snow, when it goes all over you.
It's very invasive. It's just like all in your. It just get every crevice in your fucking face. It's gonna sit, man. It's like, oh, how'd it get there?
Yo, invasive snow,
just everywhere, nigga. Just get it off me. Get it away from me.
That's funny.
Oh, because Christmas is coming. I want you niggas to get what y'all want, man. And all in all, just spread love to those that you have in your corner, in your circle that you love and honor and cherish. Let them know, be around them, and that's what I suggest you get out of it. If you have nobody, then find somebody. No, I'm just kidding.
And if you got nobody, you got us.
You got us. Rock it and stop it, baby, and clock it.
No, I feel you on that. It's try to make it about just a good time. That's it. Right. Try to make it into a good memory because that those are some of my best memories is Christmas. Like, I still get that feeling around Christmas that I don't get around any other holiday, where you just got that little extra spring in your step of just like, oh my God, this is a good time, and I wish people acted like this all the time.
And you think about it, it's
as you once said, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's that time of year again. And that's and that says so much in that fucking says it's that time of year again. And that's what it is, man. People, they like start to act right. It's fucking weird. People are just like, oh wait, it's the time of year to be nice. Huh?
You know what it is too, and then I think it's the end of the year. It's like the best one. It's the best one to have at the best time. It's like you just went through a whole year, and it's like, oh, we get to end it on this one. Happy New Year. People do their taxes. They're happy they get some money back. They make plans to go traveling and shit for the year.
Yeah.
And people start their fiscal year off. You know what I mean?
Fisky.
Around that time. So I think it's the perfect time to have that kind of holiday happen, I guess. You know what I mean?
Young perf.
If you're an asshole all year, maybe that one day you're like, well, today's the day. I turn a new leaf. You know what I mean? Let me go out there and hold the door for a nigga.
Yeah, because for me, it's especially being the age that I am, like it has nothing to do with presents anymore. And for me, it's more that feeling of how everybody acts around fucking Christmas.
For me, it's all about the presents right now, because that's all the fuck I gotta do right now is buy people presents, man.
No, I meant in the receiving. Yeah,
oh yeah, that's true. I know. It's like, but shit, I'm trying this part where I gotta buy for every fucking
right.
Just want the kids to be older. You know what I mean? So it's like, look, one big gift. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not doing all the other shit. One big gift. And it's simple. I can order it online on Amazon, on topoftheworld.com.
You get one big gift, and then you get the stocking. That's it. And that's something you could break onto your daughter next year. Be like, listen, you're double digits now. That's the rules.
Double digits. You passed the 1-0, you win the 1-1. That's double sticks, baby. Listen. Since you double
That's what it is, baby. 1-1. You get one big present and one stocking, and that's it. Sorry.
That's what 11 means.
But you know what you got to do? All you got to do is you got to make a video of you talking about it, put it on YouTube, and play it for her, and be like, hey, it's on YouTube. And it's true.
It's real. See how that is? It's real. Analyze that. Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Oh, my God.
That would be really funny to do that shit.
That means you get one gift, one stocking.
Yo, that would be really funny to do, is make an entire YouTube video like the people that she watches and be like, hey guys, welcome back. We're here to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And you break down the entire thing.
See, it started off as Kris Kringle back in the year before our Lord. You know, they say shit like that.
He probably vaped.
Then there was some cool, mean dudes from over there named Krampus.
Fucking air guitar in it and shit. Just completely wrong about what's cool.
Santa's first gift he ever gave was to a little Jerusalem baby. Did you know that?
I'm telling you.
His name was Jesus.
You get your daughter on the train. Like, I bet, Dad, I only want one gift. Thanks. This is great. I'm glad that I'm following the rules.
Listen. You don't want to fuck this up. This is true.
Exactly.
I don't want to fuck this up, Dad. You're right. It's 1 and 1, baby.
Either that or you just completely mentally scarred because, like you said, next year she probably will figure out that
well, she's
what some people believe that we're not going to say is true or not, but some
Right.
people believe that a certain somebody on this holiday doesn't exist.
Listen,
the man who would not be named,
Listen,
you know.
You won't talk about him. You won't talk about
But
him. You don't.
You
know
could
him.
also shatter her dreams too. Be like, nah, see, now that you know, we don't have to pretend anymore, babe. So I'm gonna just get you one thing, and then you know it'll be cool.
Now you give
Hey,
me
Marie, it's just one thing.
Right. You give me a list of your 5 best options, and I pick one of them.
That's
or
it.
3. We're gonna go 3. Well, give me 5. I need more. Give me 5 options. 5 top options you want. Don't come at me with no goddamn laptop for no $800 either.
I know, that's funny. When the magic is gone, it just becomes a business deal instead.
It's a dirty, grimy.
Then you
business
going
deal.
over it with like the fucking Indian guys at the fucking swap me like, you want this? Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me what you want, babe. Tell me what you want. Blue, light
yes,
blue,
yes
light
or
blue.
No? Which one? Red or green? Red or green? Green or red? Which is a thing too, because I know like I'm not good with it. Like like my lady, she asked me a lot. What do you want, babe? What do you want? What do you want for Christmas? I'm not good at that. I've never been, and I can tell her, listen, I'm not good at telling people what to get me. I've never been that person. You know what I mean? I'm like, you just gotta kind of know me a little bit. I could, I don't know. I'll start throwing. I think like I need socks. Look around. What do I need? I don't know. I like things I need. You know what I'm saying? You buy me a fucking a month's supply of fucking body wash. I think I'll be fine with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need much, man. I don't. You know what I mean? It's
it's more
ask me.
tangible stuff and more everyday usable stuff rather than a big like you're not about to ask her for a bicycle or some
Right.
shit.
But my whole thing is like it takes away. It's like, what do you want? Oh, I really want this and this and this and that. And then you give it to me. It's like, oh, I'm surprised. I told you what I want and you got it.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. I feel
like you
like
say, it's more of a transaction than it is a.
Right. It's not. It's you know, it's supposed to be this whole like, oh, guess what I got you. You know, I hope you.
But
like
that's also a great reason to start a fight. Be like, babe, what do you want for Christmas? If you don't know me by now.
Yeah, I might have said that. That's no bullshit. I turned it to the bitch real quick. Excuse me. Now, I say the bitch. That's just an expression used in terms of slang when people talk about somebody acting like in a feminine mannerism. They use that term, but it doesn't really mean you are that. That was a disclosure there. Proceed with the story. You know, I definitely turned into that feminist kind of like, oh, you mean, babe, you supposed to know me. If you know me, you know me, you know me.
Yep.
You know what I like. You know what I do. You know what I mean? Look.
Like, damn,
you know
babe,
what I mean?
you
Shit.
used to be my homie.
I said, look, I don't want to cry right now. Like,
Now
I
you
turn,
act like you don't know.
I do my, I turn shit into jokes, but you know, she's always reading past my, like, your jokes is real, nigga. Like, no. If you knew me, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'll be over here.
Right?
But nah, I'm just not good. I'm just not good with the whole, you know, because people, you're not just her, like people in general that you know that want to get you a gift. Yo, what do you want for Christmas? You not to ask me what I want for Christmas?
Right. Come through with a $10 gift card. I'll be happy. You know, who gives a
you know
shit?
what I mean? Like, oh, you know, it don't matter, man. I'm not that person. You know, some
Yeah.
people are like that. You know, like you know, my lady's daughter, like she's funny because you know because how she did is like everybody's always asking her, what do you want? What do you want? So now every year she just fucking makes a list of things and goes, I don't know, pick something from there.
Yeah.
And that's the things I kind of like and want, but she's very particular and specific with it. I laugh. The red ones, the Crayola green red ones, not the other red one. It's like, listen, give me the easy ones.
Right.
What's you want? All right, boom. All right, get that. Yeah, that's cool. You want a little gift card there? Yep. When in doubt, teenagers get gift cards, man. Give
Oh,
them
yeah.
cash to go shopping, man. Here's some, or just give them cash. Not even cash. You know what I mean? It's the gift cards is cool, but not here. Here's $100, man. Go to the mall.
Go buy some drugs. Go experiment.
Here's $100. Go experiment. Get pregnant. I don't know. Wait, whoa. Fuck it, man. Because at the end of the day, my niggas.
It's the beginning of the night before Christmas.
You niggas didn't even see it coming. You didn't even see it. Ooh, do it again. Say it again.
Santa Claus is black. Santa Claus is black. Never forget.
You see the pigment, nigga. You see the pigmentation, man. Don't give that because pigment. See, the lack of respect for the pigmentation brings irritation and
Aggravation.
And you get too much speculation.
Then you blocked up like constipation.
And we can't clearly eat that aggregation. I don't what? I don't. I'm done.
Vegetation.
Listen, I'm done with you niggas. Go get your broccoli florets. I'm young pastry, nigga. In case I didn't say it before, because we don't Christmas. We don't need intros, nigga. I'm YUNG pastry.
Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS, Pass the Rye.
Thank y'all.
Episode 105.
105. Watermelon versus pumpkin.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holiday. Happy Kwanzaa, nigga.